Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mary Juliana. For the first time viewers, kindly consider subscribing so that you get notified when I upload new videos. And for my subscribers and returning viewers, thank you so much for your continued support. So let's talk about this issue of faith. So you see guys, in life, God has planned everybody's breakthrough, and it's not the same. Everybody has a different breakthrough. Okay, so in life, you might decide you want to put up a business, for example, at the marketplace. Maybe you want to sell tumba clothes, and it might not work for you. Maybe you might go there for 3 months and nobody is buying your clothes, right? And then you decide to close your business and go back home, maybe switch to something else, and somebody else might just come with the same idea of selling mtumba clothes and put exactly at the same place where you put yours, and it didn't work, and it works for them. They sells and makes profit and maybe becomes rich. The same place where you put yours and it didn't work. Maybe because that is their own breakthrough that God planned for them, and maybe it was not meant to work for you. Maybe God has another plan for you. You don't have to go about talking bad about the market, maybe saying how bad that market is and saying things that don't exist, telling lies just because it didn't work for you. The same case with Middle East cases. You see, so many girls have traveled to the Middle East, so many, including me talking here. And majority, I will give it maybe 80% of the people, because even men travel to the Middle East. 80% of people who travel to the Middle East have become successful. Yes, only 20% were unlucky. 80% are making a fortune. 80% have made their breakthrough through Middle East. 80% have become landlords. 80%, a large number of people are working here in the Middle East, and they are paying their bills from working in the Middle East, and it's working for them. We have that small percentage that came here, and maybe they were unfortunate, or maybe I should say unlucky. Maybe they found bad employers. Maybe they ended up being mistreated, or maybe they misbehaved and they got punished for their bad behaviors. Not all Middle East people are bad. Not all Arabs are bad. Some Arabs are very nice than even some of your family members. Not all girls that come here and get mistreated, it's the fault of the Arab people. Some girls misbehave in this country. If you go through my channel, you'll see some videos of girls misbehaving. And when they get their punishments, they blame the Arabs, the Arab people. They blame the Arab people when they get their punishment for the mistakes that they do. I don't say that they deserve what they get, because we have rightful ways of doing certain things, of maybe correcting someone when they are wrong. But stick to what brought you to the Middle East. You came to work, stick to that. You can't go about dancing with the man of that house, somebody's husband, and expect to go unpunished. And maybe when you get punished, you want to blame the Arab people. You want to blame the entire country. And maybe it was your fault. Even if you do that in Kenya, you will still get punished. It's only that some of the cases, they don't reach the media. That's why you will not know if someone got punished for such cases. I'm not trying to defend Arab people, and I'm not trying to defend Kenyan housemaids. I'm not trying to defend anybody here. I'm just trying to state the facts. Some girls have come here. Maybe they met bad bosses. They got mistreated. Okay? It's okay to share your experience on social media. It's okay. Nobody's preventing you. Maybe some two people will learn from your experience. But it's not okay to add lies to those experiences, to make the country look so bad, to make people believe that maybe that country is a hell. You can just share your experience. Say something that is true. Maybe open up. Say what you did that made them treat you in that way. Because people are not mad to just wake up and mistreat you, or maybe just wake up and beat you up. It can't happen like that. Someone cannot just wake up and beat you up for doing nothing. They are not mad. Okay? I'm not saying that it's right for them to beat you, but I'm saying you can prevent that beating. Some things are preventable. Some things you can prevent them actually. Okay, you can share your ordeal. You can say they beat you up. It's okay. You can maybe if you want to help someone who wants to come in the Middle East, you can tell them what you did that made them beat you up. I'm not saying that they cannot beat you up for doing nothing. Maybe that employer that you got was a bad one, and maybe they beat you up for doing actually nothing. But if you watch that story of Faith, you know, the first time Faith was on Tuko interview, I listened to her and I could see everything is cooked. Everything was cooked. And maybe I understood she's looking for sympathy, maybe to gain some money to start up a business. It's okay. She got that. But did you watch the other video where she was demonstrating? Did you listen to what she said? It's totally different from what she shared on Tuko. Now that was lies. Imagine now she's not talking about her sponsor. She's talking about the entire country. I cannot share that video here because it's vulgar and I cannot share such content on my channel. Imagine what she said. She didn't talk about her sponsor. She talked about the entire country. Like everyone who is working in Middle East is not working, is doing what she said. Can you imagine that? Girls have worked here for more than 10 years, 5 years, 10 years in the same house. They have become landlords. They have done developments. They have reached their dream house. They have built their dream houses just from the Middle East. So if it didn't work for you, you don't have to talk about things that didn't exist to make other people get scared of coming. Okay? You don't have to do that. You can share your experience to let people learn, but you don't have to lie about everything and disrespect people in your speech just to make that country look like it's a hell. So my viewers, I normally tell my viewers, coming here should not base on anybody's experience, because you are not coming to work for a country. You are coming to work for an individual person, one family. And people are different. People have different experiences basing on where they're working. We don't share same experiences. Only maybe very few experiences are similar. But in majority, everybody has their own experience, because you're not doing the same kind of job and you are not working for the same person. Everybody is working for a different person. Some people have found so very kind bosses that are very kind, more than even some of family members. And they end up working in the same house for 10 years. And they build their dream homes, take their kids to school. And when they find that maybe they are tired of working, they go back to Kenya and sit down and enjoy their fruits of their labor. Yes, it has happened. So one person coming here and getting mistreated should not make you get scared, because you are not coming to work for the same person, for the same boss that she was working for. And don't come here basing on experience of someone who came here and was successful. You just do research on the country that you want to travel to. All jobs have challenges. There is no job that doesn't have challenges. Do the research on the country that you want to travel to. Know the requirements, know the challenges that you might encounter there. Know what you can do if you encounter those challenges. Know the rules of that country. Know the do's and the don'ts of that country. Know the culture. Do that while you are still in your country before you travel. So that when you travel to that country, you have already made up your mind. Like you can deal with everything that will come along with working as a housemaid. For example, if you're coming to work as a housemaid. Like you know the challenges housemaids face, you know their salary, you know the culture of that country, you know what you're supposed to do and what you are not supposed to do. You know the punishment that you'll get for doing certain mistakes. After you have known all that, and you have made peace with that, that you can deal with that, board that plane and come and work. Okay? Don't get scared because of the stories we share here. Some stories we share here to make you psychologically prepared, to know that this is the things that are happening on the ground. Okay? So it's not to scare you, it's to prepare you psychologically so that you don't come basing on lies of maybe agents. You know, agents will sugarcoat things. Agents will sugarcoat things because they are being paid to bring you here. They are being paid, they're earning good money out of it. So if they tell you the truth of what is happening on the ground, you will get scared and you will not come. And if you don't come, they lose that job, they lose that money. So they will never tell you that. They will never tell you the truth of what is happening on the ground. They will always sugarcoat it to make it look so nice. To make it look so nice. To make it look like there are zero challenges. On this page of mine, if you have been my follower from the start, I have shared so many videos of the challenges, how to deal with them. I have shared even the bad agencies. I have shared some agencies that are bad, the ones that you should avoid. I've shared the salary that you are supposed to start with. I've shared how you should how you can communicate if you are here, how you can communicate if you don't have Wi-Fi and you don't have a data bundle of this country. I have shared all that in my videos if you go back and watch my previous videos. So if you come here and you have watched my channel from the start to where we are right now, I'm sure you'll be psychologically prepared. Like, you are enlightened, you know everything, okay? So if you come here and you have you are aware of what is happening on the ground, you will not have any challenges because you will know what to do at what time. You just do the research on the agency. Make sure that you come with a right agency. Don't come with agency that has scandals. Okay? Because when you're coming here, you don't know the person you're coming to work for. That is the biggest challenge is you don't know the person you're coming to work for. So you don't know how they will treat you, you don't know how they will welcome you. Okay? The only thing you can do, the rightful thing you should do, is you check on the agency that you're coming with, so that when you come here and maybe you find that the person you have come to work for maybe is treating you in a bad way, you can communicate with the agency and they look for you another sponsor. They change a house for you. You go and work in another house. That is if you choose the right agency. But if you came with the bad agency, obvious you will be stranded because they will not help you. Maybe they will block you. So you will have to endure the 2 years in that house, maybe if you are being mistreated. But it's a very small number of girls that get mistreated here. Majority, they are doing well. Every day, there is an aeroplane leaving JKIA bringing girls in the Middle East. How many cases do you hear of girls suffering? Maybe in 1 month, you will hear 3 cases. And in 1 month, people have traveled maybe 300 people. So it means 297 are okay. All right? So don't get scared. You might fall under the 297 people. Yes, it's a very small percentage that get in trouble here. And I think, to my own understanding, these 3%, they don't study the country they are going to work in. They don't know what to do if they encounter problems. They didn't do research on agencies. They just travel. They just heard of maybe boarding a plane and they just traveled without doing research, without knowing the agency that is bringing them here. Or maybe they were not even ready to work. You know, I normally advise my viewers that coming here, at least you should have experience from Kenya. You should have done those hard jobs. You should have something that will motivate you. Like if you come and things are difficult, you want to quit, you have that thing that will remind you, don't quit. Because you have a reason to keep you going, okay? You have a reason to keep you going. Also, if you come here, the first 3 months are very important, very crucial. The first 3 months, it's called the probation period. Especially for the girls that are coming on a fixed contract of 2 years. Leave away those that are coming with the company. Because those coming with company, they are not coming to work for a specific individual. They come under the company and then the company will be finding them sponsors for 1 month contract. Those ones, they don't have problems. They have very few challenges, maybe salary challenges. There are very few challenges because they are not coming to work on a fixed contract of to one person, I mean, because you see, they are working on 1 month contract. That means if that sponsor is good, you can allow him or her to renew the contract and work for the next month. If he's bad, you go back to the office and find a new one. Those ones that come for 2 years, those ones that come with a contract of 2 years, knowing the family they are going to work for, are the ones that need to be very careful. Those ones that come with a contract of 2 years. Like your contract is written, you are going to work for so and so for 2 years. Those ones are supposed to be very careful. Because that person you are going to work for 2 years, you will not change house if you come with a bad agency. So there's this probation period of 3 months. 3 months after you arrive, you will stay here for 3 months. without documents, because you normally come with a visit visa of 3 months. After 3 months, after that probation period, that's when your visit visa will be changed by your employer to work visa. Okay, that 3 month is very crucial. Listen to this, that 3 month is very crucial. If you find that that employer is not treating you well, maybe you are having problems with food, problems with communication, problems with salary, any kind of problem, in that 3 months, you are supposed to go back to office. That probation period, before that employer changes your visa from visit visa to work visa. It's easy to change house before you finish 3 months. If you endure, if you get mistreated and you endure and you finish that 3 months and you let that employer change your visa and get you that ID, that IGAMA for 2 years, my friend, it's very difficult to change from that house to another house. It is difficult because now that employer has already processed your papers and it's written you are under him. You are under him now for 2 years. Some employers will refuse to let you go to another house. They will say that now they own you. And it might be a very big problem. So when you come here and that first 3 months and you observe that and you see that you cannot work with that employer, change house. Before you finish 3 months, it's easy to change house before you finish that probation period. It's very easy. But after 3 months, it's difficult to change the house. It's difficult. All right? I hope you got that point clearly. Another thing, you see, when you finish that 3 months, it means that that employer is good and now you have gotten the papers. Now you are under that employer for 2 years. You'll work in that house for 2 years. There are some things that you can just ignore, by the way, and live peacefully. Like some of the videos that I've shared here, you find that girls are dancing with their male employers. Like seriously, do you need to be told that is bad? You don't need to be told that. The Arab culture is very different from African culture. Even if you do that in Africa, obviously the lady of the house will not be happy with you. That's just common sense. The lady of the house will not be happy that you're dancing with the husband. You're shaking your buttocks for the husband. She will not be happy. She will not rejoice, you know. So some things you can just avoid and have that peaceful stay here. It's only 2 years, and these 2 years can change your life either negatively or positively, depending on what you choose to do while you are here. If you focus on what brought you here, you will have nothing to regret. If you focus on what brought you here, you won't have anything to regret. But if you come here and you get mixed up. Maybe you forget what brought you here and now you want to enjoy yourself. It's not bad to enjoy yourself, but do it in private. I'm shooting this video inside my boss's house. Do you know what time I'm shooting this video? It's almost 3 in the morning, 3 a.m. Why? Because I don't want to shoot where they are. I want to do it in private. Okay, because this is my stuff. Maybe they might not like it. That's why I don't like to do it where they are. I do it in private. So some things you can do it for yourself, but you can choose to do it in private. You don't have to show everybody what you are doing, because some people will not be happy. Some girls come here and they are told that don't enter this particular room. And their curiosity will tell them that open and see why they are telling you not to enter that room. People have different reasons for telling you not to enter a particular place. They have different reasons. Respect that. Respect that. Instead of going there and opening that room and you regret later. Just respect that. If they tell you don't go to this room, don't go there. Do your work where you're supposed to do, where you are allocated, and leave the rest. Some will be told, maybe don't touch this. Maybe, for example, when I came here, I was told, don't touch the Quran. It's okay, I'm a Christian. I don't know why they say don't touch the Quran, but that's okay. It's none of my business. They know why they say that. So even if I don't touch it, I will not lose anything. I won't lose anything. Will I lose anything for not touching it? No, I won't lose anything. So I'll just obey and do the work that I'm allocated and leave the other stuff alone. If they have told me don't touch this, I don't touch it. If they have told me clean this room, I clean that room. But I thank God, my house where I'm working, I'm not restricted to enter anywhere. But other houses, you will be restricted. You'll be told not to enter a certain room. Please don't enter there. Why do you? That curiosity will cost you. That curiosity will cost you. And also, this issue of girls who take care of kids, you have to be very, very careful. Those girls that are taking care of kids and at the same time doing the cleaning, you have to be very careful. Very, very, very careful. You know, the kids are your bosses now in that house. Leave away the big bosses. Leave away the one who is paying you. Those small kids are like your bosses. If anything bad happens to that kid while under your care, God forbid, if anything happens to that kid while under your care, the first suspect is you. For example, there is this case of that girl that was taking care of kids, and she was inside the house and the kid opened the door and the kid drowned in the swimming pool. I'm sure you have come across that case on social media. The kid drowned in the swimming pool. You can imagine what was supposed to happen, no? Because the kid was left under her care and the kid drowned. It means she was careless. I know taking care of kids can be difficult, but you see, these Arab homes, the small kids, they have their chairs where they feed. You can put down the kid on that chair and lock it. If you are doing something that maybe will distract you from taking care of that kid, you can put her or him on that chair and lock it so that she or he will not go away from your sight. Because kids can mess. Kids can do something that will endanger their life, and if something bad happens to that kid, you will be held responsible. So you just have to be extra careful. Or maybe you can stop working, take care of the kids. When the mother is around, give the mother the kid and now continue with your work. It's better she makes noise that you didn't work because you are taking care of kids. It's okay. She will get used to it. She will make noise the first day, the second day, and get used to it. Work while the mother is there, or do the works that you can do while you are taking care of those kids. Those works that you cannot do while taking care of the kids, leave them. Let the parent come in the evening, give the parent the kid, and do your work for your own safety. Because God forbid anything bad happens to that kid. Before you talk anything, before you discuss anything, you will discuss in prison. You will discuss in prison. So girls, be extra careful. Some things we can just avoid them, by the way. Especially the content that we share on social media. The content that we share on social media can put you in problem, especially if you are in Gulf. You see, maybe you are dancing with the man of that house, and your stupid brain will tell you that post it on social media. My boss doesn't go maybe on TikTok. Maybe you think that maybe she's not following you on TikTok, so she will not know. She will know, I'm telling you. And when she knows, you'll be in hot soup. Like that girl that was in, which country was that? I forgot the name of the country. But I saw her on Tuko recently, lying. I saw her on Tuko lying. She was here dancing with Arab men. Then she was chased away with the lady of the house. Now she was begging for help to go back in the country. And now she was lying on Tuko how she was mistreated. And everybody saw what she was doing in that house. And when we tried to tell her, don't do this, she abused us. How stupid we are. So we kept quiet. The same applies to Kembois. Yes, it has worked for some of them, and some of them it has not worked for them. Some girls have run out of the contract and become illegal immigrant out here. They have stayed here for more than 10 years out here, and they have nothing to show for it. 10 years they have been working here in the Middle East. They have nothing to show for it. So you will come here and someone will tell you that don't stay there on contract where you're being paid 900. Come outside here and get 2,000. and you copy them, and you follow them, and you go there. Maybe that was not where your breakthrough was supposed to happen. My friend, you might work outside there for 10 years, and if someone asks you what have you achieved in these 10 years, you have nothing to show. Totally nothing. By the way, especially for the Kembois, for those ones who have run away, a very small percentage makes it. A very small percentage makes it. Very small percentage. Whether you like it or not, that is the truth. A very small percentage makes it. Maybe out of 100, I might give it 30%. 30% stay focused and just work, concentrate on work and do what brought them here. Another 70%, they lose their way. They forget easily. They forget what brought them here and they just enjoy their life. A very large number have kids out there. Not one kid, 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids. And it's not bad to have kids, but those kids that they have, they are not even able to cater for them. Yes, that is the truth. They have kids, but they cannot even cater for those kids' need. If you want to hate me, just hate me, but I'll tell you the truth. So before you decide to do something, don't do something basing on someone's experience. Do something because you want to do it. Don't do something basing on someone's experience because you are not going to go through the same path, especially those ones that are coming to work as housemaids. Maybe someone ran away and became a Kemboi and they found a good employer out there. They stayed in that house maybe for 1 year or 2 years, focused working. Maybe if they go for ijaza, they just go for, maybe after 4 months, they go for 3 days and then come back to work. Okay, in one house. That one, it's easy for that one to make it in life. It's easy for that one to save. Others go out there. By the way, so many people have reached out to me, asking me to connect them to jobs. They have already run away. Now they want jobs. It's difficult to find job out there. And that person that is telling you to run away will not tell you that. It's difficult. Some people are lucky they find jobs. Some are not lucky. Some they end up getting stranded. But then some end up coming back to their employers. You Kemboi, you run away, you look for job and things become difficult and you come back to your employer. I will bring those girls here. Maybe if you hear from them, maybe that's when you will believe this. Some girls have run away from their contract and they found that things out there, they are not the way they thought they will be. And they came back to the contract. Thank God that those Arabs are nice, they are kind. They welcomed them back and they continued working on the contract. Some Kembois have worked out there and they have made a fortune. Yes, but some have found things so difficult out there. Maybe, you see, if you go out there and you find someone who is good and you work consistently, you are able to save good money because it's good salary out there. But if you don't have that consistency, like maybe you find work, you work for 2 months and there is no work for 2 months, for another 2 months, you will save nothing because you are paying bills. Out there, you will be paying bills. You are paying rent. Even when you are at your employer's home, you are still paying rent at that host place. If you're not working, you need to buy food, you need clothing, you need your sanitary towels. It's difficult out there. It's not as easy as they put it. And then you find this group of girls, maybe they just ran away. They have finished out there, maybe let's say 2 to 3 months. And they feel like they don't want to stay with their host. They want to rent their own house. And now they rent their own house. Okay? After experience of 3 months, they rent their own house. After they rent their own house, now they want to look for somebody to help them pay the rent because the rent is not 2 Kenyan shillings. It's expensive. They want to look for somebody that will help them pay the rent. They will come to your inbox on Facebook. That is where they find their praise on Facebook. They will come to your inbox telling you that, do you want to run away? I can connect you. I can help you run away. And because you have heard of that a lot of money, that 2,000, they normally tell you, you will get 2,000, you'll get 2,500. Okay, I don't want to say it's lies. I don't want to say it's lies. You see this person telling you she doesn't even have experience. She just ran away and she's looking for somebody to help her pay the rent. And you know, if she helps you run away, when you will be working, you will be paying her rent. Okay? Whether you are staying there or you are not staying there, you will be paying her rent. And now when you go out there, she doesn't have connection for jobs and you get stranded. And you have spoiled things where you are. Not all Arabs will welcome you back. Not all of them will welcome you back. Only the kind ones will tell you, okay, it's okay, come, and then you apologize, you say, I'm sorry, I ran away, I will not do it again, and they welcome you. Not every Arab man or Arab lady will do that. Others will leave you on the streets. And now when you find that you don't have work, and you're supposed to pay bills, you're supposed to buy your own food, you want to buy clothes, you want to buy sanitary towels, you have needs, you're a girl, and you don't have work, you end up in prostitution. Sorry to say this, but it's happening. Yes, because you want money. You want money and you want easy money. You want a lot of money. And now that job is not there. That girl that helped you escape doesn't have that experience. Now what will you do? You turn into prostitution because that is the only way you can make easy money. And you find that our girls are just there giving birth to kids that they cannot even take care of. Because it's not like there is no family planning here. They are there, but you see they are illegal immigrants. They cannot access those hospitals, so they cannot get those family planning. They don't condomize, so they just give birth to kids now. You find that someone is here, is giving birth, she can't even afford to buy food for that kid. Now she becomes a beggar. I don't want to tell you not to run away. That's your decision. You are not an adult. You are not a kid. You are an adult. I believe everybody coming here in the Middle East is above 24 years of age. 21, I mean. Is above 21 years of age. That's a grown-up woman. You can make your own decisions. If you want to run away, it's okay. That's your own decision. I can't stop you. But just be careful. Because you know you are my sister, even if we didn't come from the same mother. You are my sister. Just be extra careful. Because anything that happens to you, if anything bad happens to you, it affects even us. Yes. If you die trying to give birth to a child out there, because you will not go to hospital to give birth. You will give birth in those, how do you call them? Where you're being accommodated. Where you're being hosted. That's where you will give birth, because you cannot access hospital. You don't have the documents. And private hospitals are very expensive. Ask those girls that have given birth out there. They didn't go to hospital. They gave birth inside the house. And some of them have died in that process. And when you die, we mourn also. We feel bad. We feel very bad, by the way. And these cases are reported in Kenya, like she died in Saudi Arabia, and Arabs are to blame. But then I have a friend of mine is in prison now for over 1 year. You know why? She didn't do anything wrong. She was just helping another girl deliver in the house. And that girl died. I shared that story here on my videos. If you scroll down, you will see her. Mwana wa Mary was trying to address that case. Trying to plead with the Kenyan embassy to let her, to write a letter so that they can release her. But you see, that girl died. And she was the one at the scene. So she was arrested. So maybe if you're watching this video and you have already run away, maybe just please be careful. Focus on what brought you here. If you can't find work, please just surrender yourself to the police. Get deported back to the country. Instead of getting into so much trouble and making the whole country mourn over you. You know, the pain that you cause, you don't cause yourself pain when you die. It's your family that goes through the pain, and us. Because when you die here, even us, we feel the pain. Huh? And we end up crying. So please just be careful. If you're already gone out there, it's okay. Just be careful and focus on what brought you there. If you're still on contract and you're not suffering, please stay there. We say in Swahili, mtaka yote ukosa yote. Please stay there on contract if you're not suffering. These girls that will come to your inbox telling you that please come, I will help you escape, I will help you escape. They're just looking for somebody to help them pay rent. They don't even have experience. And by the way, I don't help anybody escape. I'm working on contract myself. So don't come in my inbox telling me to help you escape, or maybe telling me to help you look for a job. Where will I get it? I'm not outside there. I'm on contract. Okay, guys? So don't come to my inbox looking for job. I don't have those jobs. I'm on my contract too. I didn't run away. I don't have that courage. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notified when I upload new videos.